Councilman Cyble.
Present.
Councilman Wolford.
Here.
Councilman DeFlippo.
Here.
Councilman Hudson.
Here.
Councilman Strider.
Here.
Councilman Lilly.
Here.
Councilman Reimer.
Here.
Councilwoman Walker.
Here.
Mayor Mullins.
Here.
You have quorum, sir.
Thank you, Mark. Y'all please stand. Councilman Ramos will lead us in a word of prayer. Councilman.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and for the watch care over each one of us so we can be here this evening. Ask you to be with us in our meeting tonight, be with each decision that's made, dear God. These things we ask in your name, and amen.
Thank you. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Martin.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Need a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting, please.
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. City's monthly financial statement, not tonight, right?
Not this evening, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, petitions, communications, and public hearings. Item A is to open the floor for a public hearing regarding the amending of section 1307.01 and 1309.01, concerning medical cannabis. So at this time, we'll open the floor if anybody has any comments about, basically what we're doing is we're placing this business in our zoning laws, because it does not exist right now. So we'll open the floor for public comments. Does anybody have any public comments on this particular ordinance? Anyone at all? Okay, thank you all. We'll close the public hearing. Item B, if you'd read the title, please, Margie.
An ordinance to amend sections 1307.01 and 1329.01 of the City Code of the City of South Charleston concerning medical cannabis planning and zoning.
Is this second reading, correct?
Yes.
Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilor DeFlippo. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item C, kind of the same thing or different business. It's we're going to open the floor for a public hearing regarding amending sections 1307.01 and 1329.01 concerning artisan food production and schedule of use regulations. It's the same thing. We're putting this business that we don't have in our zoning laws. We're fitting this into our zoning laws here. So at this time, I'll open the floor for any public comments on this issue. Anybody? Okay, thank you all. Close the public hearing. Item, if you'd read the title, please, Margie.
An ordinance to amend sections 1307.01 and 1329.01 of the City Code of the City of South Charleston concerning artisan food production and schedule of use regulations.
Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Cyble. Any discussion on this one? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Item E, another public hearing. We're going to open the floor of a public hearing regarding the additional financing of the construction improvements of the property at 60 McCorkle Avenue through the issuance of bonds. And this has to do, for those in the audience, this has to do with our fly ash pond project in our TIF district. So this time we'll open the floor for any public comments concerning this particular issue. Anybody? Bond counsel has anything to say on this one? I don't mean to call you out, Kelly, but I just want to put you in. Okay. All right. Thank you all. We'll close the public hearing on this issue and move on to item F. Margie, if you'd read the title, please.
An ordinance authorizing the additional financing of the construction, remediation, improvement, development, and public improvements of real property located at 60 McCorkle Avenue, South Charleston, West Virginia, for the City of South Charleston through the issuance by the South Charleston Municipal Building Commission, the Building Commission, of its Lease Revenue Bond Series 2019A, South Charleston Park Place Project, in an aggregate principal amount not to exceed $10 million, the bonds, authorizing the City of South Charleston to enter into a contract of lease purchase with the Building Commission, designating the bonds as qualified tax-exempt obligations, authorizing the execution and delivery of other documents, instruments, agreement, and certificates, and authorizing the taking of all other actions related to the foregoing.
Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman DeFlippo. Is this a roll call?
Yes, sir.
Okay, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Sabal?
Yes.
Councilman Wolford?
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo?
Yes.
Councilman Hudson?
Yes.
Councilman Strider?
Yes.
Councilman Lilly?
Yes.
Councilman Reimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker?
Yes.
Mayor Mullins?
Yes.
That is a unanimous vote.
Thank you, Marge. On to item G, this is our ordinance for calling for our special election on the municipal levy, which comes up, every 5 years, Margie?
Yes, sir.
Every 5 years. Is there, what else do we need to do? We have a motion to,
Second reading.
that's a second read?
Yes,
We need a motion to pass this on to.
First reading.
Yeah, she said to pass it on to a second read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Calm
Motion,
down, everybody.
motion to pass on to a second
So
reading.
moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
I'm sorry, second by Councilman Reiner. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion passes. Moving right along this long agenda. Approve the appointment, I'm recommending Mr. Katie Woolwine Culver to the library board. Unfortunately, our last newest member, Miss Kenzie Walker, she took another position in Morgantown, so she's going to be leaving us and relocating. So Morgantown's gain is going to be our loss. But Katie came recommended to me. I think most of you know Donnie and his family, and she's been around here 38 years, or 28 years, and she's got I sent a little bio in the packet with you guys. She's very well qualified, librarian at Bridgeview Elementary School. So she's very well qualified. I'd like to submit her name to serve on our library board. Is there a motion to do so?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Second by Councilman Strider. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion passes. This is a reappointment recommendation of Mark Lambert. Mark served on the library board for a long time, 9 years been now. He's a local dentist here on D Street, does a good job and has a passion for the library. I'd like to put his name out for reappointment to the library board. Is there a motion to do so?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Lilly. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion passes. Item K, if you'd read, or J, I'm not used to going this far in the alphabet.
I know.
Item J, Margie, if
We
you
got
read
a
it.
while, so get.
I know. Read the title, please.
An ordinance to enact section 509.04 of Article 509, the City Code of the City of South Charleston concerning peace disturbance, noise restrictions, and quiet time.
Is there a motion to pass on to a second reading?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Flipio. Any discussion? I'll tell you how this came about, just so you all know. We thought we had a quiet ordinance on the books, and actually we've quoted it for years as the times that you have in here, but Steve starts looking into it and looks into it, and it's one of those things that got passed down through the years, but was never really in the books. So we thought we better put it in the books. So that's where we're at with this, which we do need to have a quiet hour ordinance in the book. People ask us this question all the time, particularly construction jobs. So anyway, that's how it came about. So we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion?
I have a question. on
Yes,
this.
sir.
On subsection C3, where it says noise of safety signals, warning devices, or burglar or fire alarms terminating within 5 minutes after such crime or fire, does that mean you can get a noise ticket if your car gets broken into when you're not home and your car alarm goes off for more than 5 minutes?
I mean, technically, I mean, what we're trying to avoid is, you know, peripheral issues of that nature. I mean, that would be within the purview of the police, but, I mean, it's not as if they're gonna enforce something that would be as ticky-tacky as that. But, I mean, technically, if something's going off an alarm more than 5 minutes, then, you know, theoretically, that could be a problem. But, I mean, that would be sort of within the purview of the South Charleston Police Department.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I see what you're saying, Adam. At the same time, there's going to have to be some common sense come into play here when our officers respond to these things. I don't know how you certainly don't want to have one of those things going off all night long. What's a reasonable time? Would you have any suggestions, Adam?
Well, I mean, I think that if it's something that's, if it had some more general language of, if we can add in a mental element to it, negligently permitting, so that if somebody's not home, they're not going to get hit with a noise ticket for this.
Okay. Well, that would be a minor change in the ordinance, so if y'all would like, we could pass this on we can pass the first reading, make the change in the adoption and adopt it. Michael, you see where he's going with that?
Yeah, I mean, I understand that.
Okay.
I mean, again, you know, I think there's some latitude, but we can certainly modify it.
Do they all stay on forever? Like, my car, all my cars go off after about 2 minutes. Like I've hit the panic alarm before, not paying attention, threw my keys down and then went and got in the shower and it resets. They reset in like 2 minutes is
I didn't know that, Chief. I don't know the answer to that.
a lot of
If
times.
that
I don't
resets
know
on
that
themselves. I don't know.
I don't know if they, eventually they're gonna run the battery down for one thing, but I don't think they go endless.
But I think that's a reasonable request. That's a reasonable request to do that. Like I say, it's a minor change, so it doesn't.
We can modify.
Yeah, we can modify it. We'll modify it, Adam, and then we'll address it at the next meeting, okay? Okay. Any other questions or comments? Okay, all in favor of passing on to a second reading, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes.
Now we're okay.
Yeah, now we're okay. I lost my screen. There we go. Okay, now we're okay. Margie, if you read the proclamation, please.
Mayoral proclamation in harmony with Christian Heritage Week in West Virginia, November 24th through the 30th, 2019, as proclaimed by Governor Jim Justice. Whereas Thanksgiving Week marks the 28th consecutive Christian Heritage Week in West Virginia, thus continuing a tradition of annual proclamations, beginning with Governor Gaston Caperton, 1992 through 1996, and continued by Governor Cecil Underwood from 1997 through 2000, Governor Bob Wise from 2001 through 2004, Governor Joe Manchin from 2005 through 2010, Governor Earl Ray Tomblin from 2011 through 2016, and Governor Jim Justice from 2017 through 2019. And whereas 215 mayors from 134 cities, towns, and villages throughout the state of West Virginia have proclaimed Christian Heritage Week since 2001, and whereas local churches are encouraged to participate with relevant Sunday school lessons, sermons, patriotic song services, youth programs, and prayer meetings. Now therefore let it be known that November 24th through the 30th, 2019, Thanksgiving Week, is hereby proclaimed as Christian Heritage Week, City of South Charleston, West Virginia, and I invite all citizens to join me in this observance, each in their own way.
Is there a motion to pass this annual resolution tonight?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Wolford. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item L, Margie.
Is removed from the agenda because this item was supposed to be for the building commission and not for city council.
Oh, okay.
Am I
That's
correct
easy
about
enough.
that? Michael, yeah, Karen, yeah.
Well, on item M, Councilman Wolford wants to have some discussions on this, and so I'd like to table this resolution. I thought it was an ordinance, Mark, but it's a resolution, so we do need to table it. Mark has some questions he'd like to get resolved on this before we bring this back up.
Talking about drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we could, it's not gonna hurt to delay a council meeting, is it?
No.
Okay, let's just table this then, and we'll get with Mark at his questions. Any other council members they want, if they have any questions about this between now and next meeting, we'll be glad to try to get those resolved or answered, okay? Okay, is that good, Mark?
Yep.
I'll have Melanie get a hold of you and we'll set up a meeting, okay? All right. Councilman Sideball, consideration of many bids.
Yep, here we roll. Okay, this is a motion to accept bid for recycling bags. The Finance Committee of the South Charleston City Council has met and considered the following bid, which was advertised in accordance with the charter and ordinances of the City of South Charleston, and after careful consideration, is the recommendation of the Finance Committee to award the following bid to the company Central Poly Corporation, 2,500 compost bags at $8.24, and 6,000 recycle bags at $4.35, packed 52 a case, for a total of $46,700. These items are budget amounts, and these purchases were paid for the Public Works Department budget for fiscal year 2020. This is a motion to accept.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Fox. Haven't done that in a long
There we
time,
go.
Sid. Walker, sorry.
It's all right.
It's been a long time.
Last time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay,
Moving
second
on.
by Kathleen. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Cybold?
Yes.
Councilman Wolford?
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo?
Yes.
Councilman Hudson?
Yes.
Councilman Strider? Councilman Lilly?
Yes.
Councilman Reimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker?
Yes.
Mayor Mullins?
Yes.
It is unanimous vote.
Councilman?
Yes, sir. This is a motion for a new pickup truck for the fire department. Finance Committee of the South Charleston City Council has met and considered the following bid, which was offered at the government contract price, and after careful consideration, is a recommendation of the Finance Committee to award the following bid to Stevens Auto Center. It is for a 2020 Dodge Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 at a price of $25,492.00. All items are within the budget amounts, and these purchases will be paid for from the 2020 fiscal year funds. This is a motion to accept.
Is there a second? Seconded by it's not Reimer? Councilman Reimer. Any discussion on this? Further discussion? Just for audience sake, we've discussed all these in Finance Committee, so. Anyway, anybody else? Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Sabel?
Yes.
Councilman Wolford?
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo?
Yes.
Councilman Hudson?
Yes.
Councilman Strider?
Yes.
Councilman Lilly?
Yes.
Councilman Reimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker?
Yes.
Mayor Mullins?
Yes.
It's a unanimous vote.
Moving along, this is a motion to accept a bid for a pickup truck for the Public Works Department. The Finance Committee of the South Charleston City Council has met and considered the following bid, which was offered at the government contract price, and after careful consideration, is a recommendation of the Finance Committee to award the following bid to Stevens Auto Center, 2020 Ford F-250 Crew Cab 4x4 at a price of $28,961.00. These items are within budget amounts, and purchases will be paid from the fiscal year 2020 funds. This is a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Wolford. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please, Margie.
Councilman Sabel?
Yes.
Councilman Wolford?
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo?
Yes.
Councilman Hudson?
Yes.
Councilman Strider?
Yes.
Councilman Lilly?
Yes.
Councilman Reimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker?
Yes.
Mayor Mullins?
Yes.
That is a unanimous vote.
More, Jamie?
Yes, sir.
Call you out of order in a minute.
We're rolling here. This is a motion to accept the purchase of a bucket truck for the Public Works Department. The Finance Committee of the South Charleston City Council has met and considered the following bid, which was offered as a used private purchase vehicle, and after careful consideration, is a recommendation of the Finance Committee to award the following bid to Best Electric 2005 Freightliner bucket truck with 126,284 miles at a price of $28,000.00. All items are within the budget amounts for these purchases and will be paid from the fiscal year 2020 funds. Motion to accept.
Is there a second?
Second.
Who's it, Dave? Second by DeFilippo. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please, Margie.
Councilman Sabel?
Yes.
Councilman Wolford?
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo?
Yes.
Councilman Hudson?
Yes.
Councilman Strider?
Yes.
Councilman Lilly?
Yes.
Councilman Reimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker?
Yes.
Mayor Mullins?
Yes.
Unanimous vote.
Councilman Sabel.
Yes, sir. Motion to accept a bid for ice bumper cars for the ice rink. The Finance Committee of the South Charleston City Council has met and considered the following bid, which was advertised in accordance with the charter and ordinance of the City of South Charleston. And after careful consideration, is the recommendation of the Finance Committee to award the following bid to IBC International for 10 quantity ice custom bumper cars. It's $6,850 each, plus a spare parts package of $3,050.00 for a total of $71,550. City Council finds that IBC International is the sole source vendor for these items. All items are within the budget amounts for these purchases, will be paid from the community center and ice arena departments budget for year 2020. That's a motion to accept.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Walker.
Thank you.
Any discussion on that? Roll call vote, please, Margie.
Councilman Sabel?
Yes.
Councilman Wolford?
Yes.
Sorry.
He jigs you, Margie.
Councilman DeFilippo?
Yes.
Councilman Hudson? Councilman Strider?
Yes.
Councilman Lilly?
Yes.
Councilman Reimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker?
Yes.
Mayor Mullins?
Yes.
That is a unanimous vote.
Moving along, this is a motion to accept a bid for the new splash pad equipment at the golf course and swimming pool. The Finance Committee of the South Charleston City Council has met and considered the following bid, which was offered at the government contract price. And after careful consideration, it is a recommendation of the Finance Committee to award the following bid to Vortex USA Incorporated splash pad equipment with the attached quotation in the amount of $176,294.38. All items are budgeted amounts and will be paid in fiscal year 2020 funds. It's a motion to accept.
Is there a second? Second by Councilwoman Walker. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please, Margie.
Councilman Sabol?
Yes.
Councilman Wolford?
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo?
Yes.
Councilman Hudson?
Yes.
Councilman Strider?
Yes.
Councilman Lilly?
Yes.
Councilman Reimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker?
Yes.
Mayor Mullins?
Yes.
That is unanimous vote.
Thank you, Margie. Councilman?
Yes, sir. This is a motion to accept a bid for the bunker gear for the fire department. The Finance Committee of the South Charleston City Council has met and considered the following bid, which was offered at the government contract price, and after careful consideration is the recommendation of the Finance Committee to award the following bid to Interstate Rescue LLC for 8 bunker gear sets at $2,708.21 for a total of $22,327.91. All items and budget amounts will be paid for fiscal year 2020 funds. It's a motion to accept.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Lilly. All in favor, signify, roll call vote, please, Margie.
Councilman Sabol?
Yes.
Councilman Wolford?
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo?
Yes.
Councilman Hudson?
Yes.
Councilman Strider?
Yes.
Councilman Lilly?
Yes.
Councilman Reimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker?
Yes.
Mayor Mullins?
Yes.
That is unanimous vote.
Jamie.
I have one more motion. This one doesn't spend any money tonight, but we're making plans to spend money. Motion to accept recommendations for architectural services for the new fire department. The Finance Committee of the South Charleston City Council has met and considered the following recommendations, which was made in accordance with West Virginia Code 5G-1-4 for the selection of engineering and architectural services, and after careful consideration is the recommendation of the Finance Committee to make the following designation of rankings. Number 1, Williamson and Shriver. Number 2, Pickering Associates. And number 3, Thrasher. And to further authorize the mayor to negotiate a professional services contract for the design of Fire Station Number 5 to be located on property located on Sandplant Road, which was donated by the Allen Creek Alliance, and to present the contract to City Council for approval. This is a motion to accept the recommendation.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Wolford. Is this roll call, really? It's not roll call, is it? We're not spending any money.
I don't.
Well, let's just do it. We'll roll call vote to be safe. We'll do a roll call, make it
required, but if you want to, go ahead.
Okay.
Councilman Sabol?
Yes.
Councilman Wolford?
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo?
Yes.
Councilman Hudson?
Yes.
Councilman Strider?
Yes.
Councilman Lilly?
Yes.
Councilman Reimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker?
Yes.
Mayor Mullins?
Yes.
Could you get me that information in Wainwright,
Yes.
please? Thank you.
We're done, Jamie?
Yes, sir. That's
Okay.
all this for this evening, sir.
Great. Okay. Reported department heads. I know the chiefs have something this evening. Let's go. Anybody else got something?
Mayor,
Yes,
just to mention that we're having regional cheerleading competition Saturday at the community
Yeah,
center.
it'll be packed.
So it'll be packed.
Yeah. That's all high school level, right, Gerald? Single, double, triple A?
Yes, sir. 3 different, you're gonna have
22
everything
teams.
down.
How many?
22 teams total.
Be loud all day down there on Saturday. Yeah, good deal. It's a good event. Anybody else, department heads? Questions anybody have? I know Chiefs, I know y'all got something, Chief. The floor's you guys. Belongs to you.
Who's first?
Me, no, I don't have anything.
Oh,
Okay.
Tonight I'm presenting some service awards to some of my guys for the hard work and dedication that they do. Show the appreciation for me, which firefighter Williams. This is a 5-year award. And it says, congratulations on reaching this significant milestone in your career. Your effort and dedication plays a tremendous part in our success, and we appreciate your commitment.
Congratulations.
We're just gonna wait until.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
We're gonna wait.
Gonna do a group, okay. I thought I was doing individual there.
Steve, everyone wait. Everyone wait.
I'll wait till you get done, then I'll move.
Lieutenant Parsons. Lieutenant Parsons, I'm giving him a 10-year award for his service.
Thank you. Congratulations.
He is also being recognized for 10 years of service.
Congratulations. Who's this guy?
And next we have, this is Captain Miles. We are recognizing him for 20 years of service.
All right. I sure can. I sure can. Oh. Oh, this way? This way?
You're good. Back this
Okay.
way.
Okay. Good? All right. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, okay, don't mind.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Starting when it was 15.
So he don't look right. He doesn't look like he's 20 years. He does.
I didn't realize he had that much.
No, I didn't either.
Yeah, he looks young as hell.
Young pup.
See him in the gym.
Living right.
He's real young.
Yeah.
He looks better in that pink shirt though.
I'm always proud of what my guys do. They always do a stand-up job. They're always out in the community
They are.
doing things. You know, we have tours at the station. Kids after kids come in. I mean, it's a great thing. Now, I want to recognize Truman Winston. I want to recognize one of our brothers on the law enforcement side. February of this year, there was a house fire up off of Pike Street. It was actually on Baird Street.
Right.
And there was multiple people trapped in the house. So before the fire department was dispatched, Patrolman Lloyd here was close in the area. He arrived on the scene fairly quickly as people was trying to get out of the house. He managed to get one woman saved out of the house and rescued her. Had he not been there, she would have perished in that fire. So on behalf of the fire department, we want to recognize you for your heroic efforts of that day. This plaque says Life-Saving Award presented to Patrolman Winston Lloyd. Your act of bravery and quick, selfless decision showed exceptional courage and performance in rescuing a trapped victim and saved her life from a structure fire. February 16th, 2019 at 834 Baird Street.
That's his mom taking pictures.
Come on up, Mom.
Take some pictures.
You got any other family members out there? Mom?
His dad and mom.
Parents, won't your parents come up and get a picture taken with him?
We'll take one.
Yeah, we'll take one. You gotta get this on photo, man. You gotta get this as a keeper.
I think I can
This
work
is a
that.
keeper.
I don't know which is the least complicated.
Now, you got the worst tech guy in the city doing this for you. I want you to know that. Steve, you sure you got that?
I hope. Better get in there. There's one. I got back there in case. All right.
Fantastic.
Good deal. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I also just want to say, last month at the State Fire Commission meeting, we had guys recognized for another save on a high street when we had a fire with entrapment. And that was Colton Davis, Patrolman Withrow, Lieutenant Hess, and firefighter Huffman. They all got recognized by the State Fire Marshal's office for life saved from that fire.
Okay, good.
That's amazing.
So I'm very proud of police and fire in the city of the service that we provide. to our citizens, showing that, you know, we're quick to be in action and taking care of everybody. And I'm appreciative to y'all for all you do for us. Thank you.
We appreciate you guys. Chief, as always, vote for it. Appreciate you guys very much. Okay, back to department heads. Anybody else got anything? Council members, questions for department heads? Anybody?
I just wanted to say thank you to you, Mayor, and Gerald for updating the playground over on 10th. That was really nice. I had several people call and already say thank you.
Glad to hear that. Good. Appreciate it. Okay, great. Anybody else?
Mayor, I'd like to also thank the jackets that's been distributed through the schools on behalf of Ruth Lawn Elementary. Had 37 jackets, and 2 of my students I have in class got them the other day, and I appreciate that. They needed them, and I know the other schools did. You take them to other schools, but I think we got 36 of them. I think Charlie labored, but I appreciate that.
Okay, good deal.
Lieutenant Wilson takes care of that, and we
Yeah.
appreciate helping with the donation, and
Sure.
Nice,
Great call.
nice stack of jackets.
Good.
Very nice.
Good to hear. Glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Comments, questions? No committee reports, no miscellaneous. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Meeting adjourned. Okay.